Kate Hyde, you have been working through your career as a psychotherapist in inner city schools and beyond, but you also come to us having had a career in youth ministry. And I want to ask you to go back to both those experiences with a question I know every youth minister is going to face. You get the phone call, you see a problem, you respond, you're sitting with the child, you sit with them and you say, I'm here for you, I know that you've been struggling, I got a phone call, you told me, however we got here, and then they ask, are you going to tell my mom? What do you say? What are the limits of confidentiality? What can you offer and what must you not offer?
So I think you're right. This is one of the questions that youth ministers and mental health professionals struggle with, because it's a really, it's a gray area. One of the things that I would recommend is that in whatever context is appropriate, you start conversations explaining what the confidentiality is. You might say that, you know, I want us to be able to talk about anything and everything here. And I want you to know that this is between us. This conversation we're having, what you share with me, is confidential, except if I'm worried about your safety. And be very transparent about that from the beginning. Explain to them what that would look like. If you tell me something that makes me concerned about your safety, these are some of the things I might do. We might talk to your parents. I might ask you more questions, and we might have to involve other people in order to keep you safe. And really genuinely expressing your love and concern for them, and that the reason that you might have to break that confidentiality is because you want to keep them safe, because you love them. And understand that that might be hard. I always say with youth that I'm working with that I will never do anything behind their back, that they will never walk out my door and then have me make a phone call. Anytime that I feel like their safety is at risk and I need to break that confidentiality, I will talk to them about it, and we will even work through it together. And that generally gives kids peace of mind, and I haven't found that it prevents them from sharing. They still need to talk about whatever it is that they are suffering with. And most often they want help and they don't know how to get it. So as long as you're very transparent and loving in the way you explain that to them, it generally doesn't hinder the conversation.